Now, I talked about my little hang-ups with numbers and math, and how for years I would say, I'm not good at math because of early experiences with that subject that were frustrating. An entire year kind of spent frustrated. So this morning, God was saying, get past that. Let's not define ourselves anymore by that. There's things I need you to do, things that, will require setting a budget, setting some business goals, being good with numbers. And it's time to not define yourself by childhood experiences. Well, honestly, in the grand scheme of things, struggling with numbers is pretty benign when compared to many of the things that many of us may have gone through or experienced as a child, such as I have a very good friend who, when she was very young, was molested by some older relatives. And I guess in order to cover themselves and make them feel like it wasn't really their fault, they would say, "You're a dirty girl. That's why this happened to you." Now, that's the kind of thing that marks you. That's the kind of thing that puts scars deep in your soul, and it puts barriers between you and God. So, once again, though, it's time that those experiences, those things that other people may have done or said, through their weakness, their fear, their shame, things that have been done to them, it's time for us to be redefined by what God says. Once again, put those things before God that define you in a harmful way, and that not only define you and make you have those horrible recurring tapes in your head. No matter what you try to do, you hear what's bad. You hear the shame. You hear the fear. And you kind of just go, well, I guess I'm just going to fail, or I guess I'm just promiscuous, or I guess that's just what I'm made for, is to be some kind of vessel of evil. No, that is not true. God wants to set all of us free from our hang-ups, from our hurts, from our shame, and the things that we tend to just want to brush under the rug so that we don't have to think about it. Something God said the other day that I felt like was pretty powerful and simple, but got the point across. It was like, rather than sweeping all that stuff under the rug, how about we get rid of the rug? How about we just get rid of all that shame, all that fear, all that hurt? So there's nothing else we're sweeping under the carpet. There's nothing else we're shoving into the closet. We just get real with God, and we say, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there's any wicked way in me, and lead me in the life everlasting." Not so God can just point at you and say, "Here's where you're not holy," but so he can get those things out of the way that separate you from him. He wants to love you. So, part 2, part 3 is coming up next time.